Throw your soldiers into positions whence there is no escape, and they will prefer death to flight.
Scars the fields that once were green. It's a stalemate at the front line, where the soldiers rest in mud. Roads and houses, all is gone. There's no glory to be won. Know that many men will suffer. Know that many men will die. Half a million lives at stake as the fields of Passchendaele. And as the night falls, the general calls, and the battle carries on and on. What is the purpose of it all? What's the price of a mile? Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of machine guns kept on firing through the night. Mortars placed and wrecked the scene. Guns the fields that once were green. Still a deadlock at the front line, where the soldiers die in mud. Roads and houses since long gone. Still no glory has been won. Know that many men have suffered. Know that many men has died. 6 months of ground has been won. Half a million men are gone. And as the men crawl, the general call, and the killing carried on and on. What was the purpose of it all? What's the price of a mile? Thousands to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in the trench with no way out. Young men are dying. They pay the price. Oh, how they suffer. So tell me, what's the price of a
Hello everyone and welcome to today's live stream. I'm back from my shopping for like fabric and wood and stuff, so I'm gonna be playing just a little bit of Iron Nest. I say just a little bit, I'll probably go for a couple hours. It's a fun game, I'm enjoying it. 25% off until the 20th if you want to pick it up. And it's got a free demo as well, so you can try it out. So we tried this one last time. Castille's garrison. we failed. We got hit by counter battery fire, and it did not work out well for us. But today things are going to go slightly differently. So we're running for command device happening when does this one. We know where we are. We know where our spotter assets are. Let's get over Smack while we're about to come in. C920. Spotter. L7. 99 K 793 A 758. Right. We have all that marked. So we needn't worry about that now. Right. Spotter number 3, 8.39 kilometers. Spotter number 2, 2.77 kilometers. 3.94 kilometers. I've got all these in the right spot, so if that's the case, enemy 1 is right there, where we'll find all 3 lines meet. Now, bearing 49, bearing 83, from spot 1, spot 3 even, places assembly area right here. Bearing 253 from sequence station would be heading up this way somewhere. And it's 8.84 from the assembly area, just up here. Which would put it right here. Let's get our bearings and distances plotted in then. 1, 2, 3. Looks good to me. We will get two of these for each magazine. One of these. a scout plane going straight up, and we'll set it off from O2. That looks like it could be a coastal gun position down there. I'm not sure. Music. A red letter from Tomas. Right. 5.26. Recharges will go with bearing. One for 5.8. Next. Oh, and that is for the field command. The next one is 117 and 7.2 kilometers. 117, 7.2. And that is, yes, for the signal station. Then it's 10.53 and 88.5. And that's for the assembly area. Load. .80. 42.12. 88.5. Firing. One 17.0, 28.80, firing. Let's see, impact confirmed. Yep. Yep. let's requisition some smoke as well. Right. Scout has confirmed, bearing confirmed. Elevation confirmed. Arming. Firing. Now let's tick these off. Boom. 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 8 additional infantry. So we've got right, count batteries on us now, but I know where there's lots of infantry to destroy. So let's start with this big section here. Then I do believe there'll be a lot down here as well. Right. Explosive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smoke. AP. HCHE. That's good for me. HCHE. Yep. Go ahead and send it. Right, that is loaded up with 3 charges. We're going to keep it 3 charges. Let's see what we're looking at for our next shot. Our next couple of shots even. 7.46. $110.9. 111.1. 9.75. Right, back loaded. 1, 2, 3. Sending that one home. Put it that way. Let's see what we're looking at here. This one. So that. Arm it. .9. Firing. Next one. We want you close to 39. We want you to be around to 111.1. We're 9.00. Arm it. 111.1. Check. Firing. That's 5 kills there. Gonna be another one there. Let's put one last round right here. Let's see how much damage this one does first. Okay, okay, send it. Right, 102.4. I'm not gonna go company right. I think this one's gonna put in the range. 6.78. Yeah, 27.12. Right. Send those in. Send those in. $27.12. Firing. Let's just you up a little bit actually. And set this back to 111.1. Yes, we're going to get a request for smoke soon, I imagine. Request on M767 before that time. M767 10.49. $97.1. Calculate it. Sending smoke. I'm switching you around to AP. We've got 180 seconds left. B. Send it. 1, 2, 3. No, 97.1. Fuck! 41.96 is for this. I fucked up bad. Right. .96. Fire. AP next. L625. No, I need to do an emergency move now. Right. D10, move in. Okay. Position report. D9. 1.10 kilometers away, D9, 48. D9, 4, 8, and it was 1.10. D9, 4, 8, 1.10. Let's request one from within C9, I think. C9. 25, 1.78. C9, 25, 1.78. Tells me we're right about here. Is that right? C925, 78. Right. So L6. Two, 5. Now you have got loaded with AP, so I'll need a new smoke. We're getting low on powder charges. Do I have enough time for this one? Crest before 10:30. Yeah, we've got time. 9-8. 119.2. .92 elevation. .2, 35 point. 92. Going armed. ready to move basically as soon as this impact and that timer starts back up. 35.92, right. 119.2, I'm happy. Let's arm the gun. Fire. 20 seconds till impact. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact. And emergency move again. Nice. Somewhere within G10. Okay. So we need 2 position reports. And what we're going to do is G9 and F. Right. So G9. Bearing 344. F9 to 6. We are 43. Once again, keeps us right near the top. Here. Means, okay, listening post 1. So 3 set kill tokens. Let's remove all our markings of this. Clear everything. Okay, so listening post 1 is in M7 6, 7. Which is there. We're looking due south of that. So let's get a recon flight from M2 up, I think. M2 bearing. Still got over 100 repetition left, so we are gonna be fine. So 5.8 and 6.3 just to confirm my suspicions. Yep, okay. So we have pistol battery number 1. And coastal battery number 2, which are both quite similar, distances from each other. Loaded before at 11.11. Nope, it's 143.6, 111 kilometers out. 143.6, 4 charges, 11.11 kilometers. Yep, that's confirmed. And then 12.03 at 140.4 with 4 charges. Yep. I do have to be fast with these 2 shots because I won't have long before the counter battery fire zeroes in on me. It means I've got to take my time to an extended way. And that takes too much time. .33. .09. Right. 36.09 at 140.4. Right. And basically, as soon as I fire this one, I need to get to 143.6 and fire the second one. Because we have both dialed in perfectly. 36.09, 140.4, yeah. I'll prep a emergency reposition just in case. Oh. Right. Coast battery 1 and 2 eliminated. Counter battery threat neutralised. Well done. Best everyone does to try and nest. Breakout successful. The city held. I do not know what papers will say tomorrow. I know what you did today. Thank you, Anton. You may stand down. Any enemy elements still in the field are no longer objectives we ask of you. Optional. Continued fire support is authorised at your discretion should you judge it worth your ordnance. Glory to Castille. Book it. Where's there a lot of enemies? Nah, ain't worth the ordnance. Time for bed. Hello, Hashper. Fucking hell. The Iron Nest really is a beauty. It's just beautiful. Kratos provided. Cartagena, November 2nd, 1927. Cartagena liberated, the anti-monarchists have been cut cleanly in two, leaving their eastern and southern remnants to distrust one another in the Crown's absence. Officials note this was in fact the plan all along. His Majesty the King extends his sympathies to the anti-monarchists, now forced to conduct their treason without the convenience of a shared border. Anchors away, bayonets fixed. For nearly 2 years, Cartagena's garrison held the line without relief. When the order finally came to advance, the Navy's own sailors led the way on foot. Vice Admiral Mendoza, who commanded the defence throughout the siege, called it a fitting conclusion for the men, women, and children who have already given the Crown everything else they had to give. Royal train arrives backwards. Yesterday's much anticipated arrival of the King's inspection train caused surprise when the entire convoy rolled into Valencia station in reverse. The Ministry of Transport insists to the demonstration of retrograde propulsion excellence and denies that the locomotive overshot the junction by several kilometres. Crowds cheered nonetheless, facing whichever direction seemed most loyal. Hell yes, my king. For sale, maps of Madrid 1580 edition. Advertised in the April 28, 1928 issue of the Castille Herald. Fair enough, 2 punch cards unlocked. Move a set distance in a specific direction. And drill shells, practice. Concrete filled, inert shells. With a minimal effective radius. I'd much prefer high explosives or chemicals, thank you very much. The Gorge. Iron Nest and its logistics convoy moved through a mountain pass in Andalusia, bound for the Strait. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Though it could just be us stopping after a long move. What's the situation? Impact confirmed at... Oh, Leg 2 ground console to Iron Nest. Impact confirmed, aft port, underside, armour held, pressure lines ruptured. Rerouting exterior lines now, engines require manual restart. Note, shift systems may be affected, nothing more we can fix from here. Glory to Castille. Glory to Castille. Oh shit, we're under attack. Okay, what's the deal here? Set both dials to start. Pull starter chain, set both dials to run. Got it. Both dials set to run. Right, we are back online. High Command Iron Nest, column struck near K3, escort engaged and neutralise the individual wave of attackers. This is not answered activity. A forward enemy element holds Gorge bearing east of the opposition, locating the first element. Column will not proceed from the pattern once cleared. No further intelligence is not powerful consciousness or discussion to be prepared. You are not expected to restore it, you are expected to complete the mission about it. Iron Nest K3 89. Right, they are east of my position. Fucking hell. Fuck. Okay, can I do them off by hand? Probably fucking not. Right. K3 8, 9. It's east of us. So, recon flight. Scout plane, there we go. Bearing 270. Okay. We know we should bearing 90 degrees. Okay. Right. Smartlander was right in the middle of this group of 5. Probably enough to take them all out, to be honest. And that one. I'm glad this is all working at least, even if the range computer isn't. Right. Right. I can't use the ballistics computer. So I've got to figure out myself. 5.27 kilometers. I'll fire a test shot at 20 degree left gun elevation. Degrees. Arming. Firing. "20 degrees was about bang on for that, god damn. Okay, enemy anti-armor destroyed. Foreign enemy infantry destroyed. Right. Let's think. Same exact bearing, but a kilometer further. "25 degrees gonna be more. Not gonna be too much, I think. I think we want to go for like 23, 24. mean, we'll go for 25 because then I can range it in manually if I need. Might overshoot and take out these three, to be fair. I'm just playing it as an overshoot. Oh, would you look at that? For a target enemy commander destroyed, for a target enemy anti-armor destroyed, enemy infantry destroyed. I don't even fucking need a ballistics computer, okay. I am disabled to shoot with my sight now, hell yeah. One, two, three. One, two, three. Load it. Load it. Garbage. Get that through. Got one from an extra. I reckon about 30 degrees ought to do the trick. Let's see, 15 to impact. 10 to impact. 5 to impact. I might have overshot a little bit. Oh, I did, but I still got them. Let's up at 35 for the next shot. Hello, Daisy, you're here. My ballistic calculator's fucked. That's probably good. I did overshoot a little bit on the last one, so maybe I want to turn it down just a wee bit. Okay, 15 seconds to impact. I think I definitely overshot a little bit on this one. 10. 5. I overshot. I need to dial it back a wee bit. That's fine. We all deserve to be fed cheese and grapes by beautiful men and women like a Roman emperor. Damn right. Okay. Let's try 37-ish. Let's double check now just in case that's off a bit as well. So about 37. I'll hopefully just 10 seconds till impact. I might have overshot a bit too. Right. That is absolutely fine. I have enough charges left, I do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I gotta dial it back a bit more still. I'm slowly getting excited in. Right, let's dial it down a bit more. Let's try 33. They didn't bother to give me proper range tables for this thing. If they did, I wouldn't be having so many problems. Hell yeah. Infantry number 9 destroyed. New contacts to the rear. Right, scout plane. I'm gonna turn it the other way so it's going at bearing 270 from K2 so we can see what's coming from the rear of the column. So no, it should have been J3, that. Whoops. My bad. I'll just retask him to do another one. It's fine. And what sort of range is that? Ooh. Okay, that I can work with actually. Feels about right. New gloves, hell yeah. I need to get out and get myself some new gloves, honestly. I need like some leather yellow ones. But the only like yellow leather gloves I've been able to find like garden ones. Let's see how this goes. I mean, by my math that should be a hit. Powder charge 3 kilometers 5. We're looking for about 25 kilometers for this, I reckon. I think I was bang on. Hell yeah. Right. I'm gonna finish up that mission, and then I'm gonna go for a bit of a piss, and then once I'm back, I will read the news article that we've been given. I'll be right back. Right, I am back from piss. Let's see. The Iron Nest stands unbroken. Despite a sustained ambush above what is described as everything the enemy had, the Iron Nest sustained no damage of any kind, no dents, no scorching, no chipped paint, and no cause whatsoever for concern. Army engineers report the fortress is, if anything, structurally improved by the experience. From the ambush site has been identified as foreign in origin, sophisticated beyond anything the anti-monarchists could produce, transport, or understand unassisted. Army intelligence notes this is in itself the clearest evidence yet that the rebellion has no ideas of its own left, only the ones it can borrow. Germany denounces foreign meddling. Germany has issued a formal condemnation of French interference. A courtesy Castille's own engineers found somewhat unnecessary given the outcome. Berlin further praised the Crown's restraint and professionalism throughout the incident. Restraint the Crown insists it did not in fact need to exercise. Oh, and I got all the medals. Conducted pilot operations with minimal allied casualties. Sustained consecutive kills across successful fire missions. Eliminated all enemy units in the operational sector. Achieved a high kill per shot ratio across a minimum of 10 enemy kills. 8 shots fired, 21 kills, 87.5% accuracy because a couple shots did go off. Hell yeah. Most kills by single impact 5, I think that was my first kill. Forward observer gives intel to nearest enemy. Low-grade explosives. Having low-grade explosives seems like it might be handy if they ever want me to do like close support. Rock of Gibraltar. Let's go. Cruiser lies at anchor in Gibraltar Harbour. A crew asleep and the night otherwise quiet. High Command has ordered her description on time. Please, please fucking tell me my ballistics calculator is fixed. So I can range after a revealed fashioned way. I don't want to. Oh yes, it's fixed. An enemy heavy cruiser lies moored. No reconnaissance imagery will be available while her batteries stand. Okay. Let's get this all marked out and plotted. So I am at C168. Observation asset spotter 1 C8 7 3 spotter 2 F4 2 6 bearing. No, that's a white line. I don't want that. I want yellow pencil. Bearing 049. Bearing 091. So the mole is here. Now there 5.51 kilometers. And from spotter 1 now bearing 083, which I'm assuming it's not all the way over there. Would place it here. This Rockington is 8 kilometers from there. And from Mole, which we've marked as A, it is bearing 083, which would place it. Dockmaster's house is there. It would make it. Damn, it's got to go quite far for that, honestly. So our target is right here. So I'm going to sight in. This is very Battleship now. Siroba is kicking your ass. No, that's no good. 60. Okay, bang on. 60 degrees. Kilometers. Let me check my ranging table. 14 kilometers. If I use 6 powder charges, should require an elevation of 28. Am I right? Yes, I am. Bang on. Right. to a new node. Iron Nest. She was the Kaiserlich Marine Dreadnought, transferred to us under the... That is a lot of German words. They were named after the king, Alfonso XIII. Sailors will tell you that is bad luck. I chose not to rename the turrets. I saw no reason to press our fortune further. Anton sat directly in my sightline from the bridge. Every watch, every engagement, every morning, I stood at the helm, wondering if today was the day. Anton was there. I am not a sentimental man, but many years is a long time to share a horizon with something. When the order came, and I had known for some time that it would, I understood what it meant before I had finished reading it. You did not recall the ship to port to let her rest. I submitted the paperwork myself. I thought it would be easier that way. It was not. I was told the turrets were going to a new program. I did not ask which one, and even if I had, they would not have told me. I know now. I do not know you, Iron Nest. I do not know your crew, your history, or what you have seen since Anton's guns were loaded onto your chassis and pointed to a new horizon. But I know what was given to make you possible, and I know what it cost. You fought well today. He would have been satisfied. Glory to Castille. Hell yeah. So this is seemingly a naval cannon that was took off, like naval artillery, that was took off their ship and put on the legs for the Iron Nest. If this was naval artillery, I am terrified to ask how big that ship was. Because it must have been massive, like. Let's link them. Push a little bit further. Shell type confirmed. Bearing confirmed. Elevation confirmed. Arming good. Arming power 1. Just confirm the details of that fire mission. Byron. I'm not going to get into photographic assessment here because there's no recon fights until my batteries are down. So instead I'm going to wait over here for it. I am towards naval cannons the way Troy Denning is to teenagers. Yep. Did I hit? Hey, command, can you, like, give me a report of some sort? I would appreciate... I know I can't use a scan plane right now either. So we're looking at H or N8. Switch save file and now Martlet's kicking my ass. Enemy anti-aircraft battery operational. Yeah, do I have to hit them with AP perhaps? don't really have the requisite. Okay, here's the problem. Without some amount of and I'm out of ammo. Hi, Command, you've kind of fucked me here by not having any assets available to give me a battle damage assessment. I don't even know that I'm in the right place. I mean, no, I know I'm in the right place because I triangulated it myself. I know that's accurate. But, I mean, really? Command? You're just gonna leave me out here without any recon assets? That's cruel. Wait, hold on. Forward observer for 08. Wait, come on. What was the audio report on HMS Rockingham? 7.16 kilometers from 0807? The fuck do you mean? Sorry, how many fucking kilometers? 7.16 from 0807. No, because it's 8. Okay. We're not going to Gibraltar yet. Uncontested front. We're gonna drop high explosives on some infantry. Rather resupply. Oh, chill mode. Yeah, fuck chill mode. I understand. Continue. Play. Skirmish. Challenge. We'll do this challenge. Oh, it's a replayable. No. Okay, it's just 5 score. Fair enough. In that case, we're gonna restart the fucking Rock of Gibraltar, and we're gonna bear in mind that just because something doesn't look quite right, it might still be right. HCHE. AP is less expensive, HE is more expensive. Which is nice. Okay, B199. That's where our spotters are. Spotter 1. V9 66. Spotter 2. F 405. Right. More Dockmaster's house. Rockingham. Right, spotter 1. 096. Spotter 2, which is here. 044. The mall lives here. Now. 5.9 kilometers. Bearing 089 on spotter 1. There's 2 possible spots you could live. Now, bearing 059. Spotter 2 is going to be 4.39 kilometers away from either this spot. Yeah, no, it won't be, I don't believe. Is this 5? No, that's 4.4, this is 5.9. So it's got to be away from where they meet. Here! 4.39. Which would place it 0591 right there. Here's what I want to do. I want to do a fire mission here. .5. I'll do 2 powder charges and bearing 99.2. 57.00. Attack timing's easier if you bind Z to the right bumper. That makes some sense, I suppose. it certainly seems like the sort of thing that would work for me. So why not, right? Lincoln. I can look complete one calculation there. I feel like more. Kill me now. 5.83, 10.95. Well, I caught that otherwise. I thought that looked a bit odd. And 5 at 5.8. Not enough fucking. Not enough fucking charges. I'll just waste them both so I can reload them. By 3 charges, 43.8. Okay, not bad. I feel like it's just more but I do. When I get tired, if I've been doing some all day, I will make some mistakes like that. Awful. Degree bearing, 43.8 degrees of elevation, firing. Oh, that's gonna impact, nicely as well. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact. Citadel punched clean through. Wait, hold on. HMS Rockingham successfully destroyed. And what everything in good Q1 and good T1 at 11:17. Well, if I do some aerial reconnaissance, from grid P1 bearing 90 degrees. Let's see. It's a fixed rent at around about 11:17. Right. We don't need any of that stupid math anymore. We just need to know where we are, which we know, and we need to know where they're going to be. So, at okay, 11:17:37. So at 11:20:57, they will have travelled 1 kilometre at 12 degrees from P148. P148. 12 degrees 1 kilometre. Now let's load up HE on both sides. We're going to put number 6. 86.4, and we are going to go 13.74 kilometers. 27.48. Right. So it's 57, we want it to impact. Let's try and get this set properly. ASAP. .48. Right. Left firing. Now, how long does it take to impact? It takes 20 seconds to impact. If we fire now, one of those should hit. Right, left is gonna impact now. RMS Lusitania confirmed destroyed. Her cargo will not reach the anti-monarchist. Well executed, no further ships expected to today. You may stand down. Confirmed. Shell found her hold. Cargo went up in one column of fire. RMS Lusitania, gone stern first. Oh hell yeah. Okay, so fun history fact. facts. The RMS Lusitania existed. It was a Royal Mail ship, and it was like in 1907 it was the fastest Atlantic crossing. It, I believe, sank in 1915. It was sank by a German submarine. And it is one of the things that eventually led to dragging the United States into the First World War. Oh shit, this was a false flag. French warship attacks sleeping British cruiser. Gibraltar, July 4th, 1928. HMS Rockingham was destroyed in the dead of night by the French battleship Leon Gambetta. Her crew given no warning and by most accounts no chance to wake before the first shell struck. Every surviving witness ashore that evening has given independently the identical account. Officials call this consistency a testament to the clarity of truth. His Majesty the King has sent his deepest condolences to the British Crown, remarking that only a republic answerable to no one could commit such an act and still call itself blameless. Every survivor interviewed places the Leon Gambetta in the Strait that night. Acclaimed ship manifests independently confirm the vessel having fallen some 45 minutes behind her published schedule. It was in that window, witnesses agree, that she opened fire without warning. HMS Rockingham did not survive the encounter. It's a false flag to drag the British into our soon-to-be war with the French. Okay, I can get behind that. Next, Dead Reckoning. Cadiz' garrison has gone to ground, invisible to reconnaissance and unwilling to show itself. Allied troops cannot advance until it is dealt with. I can think of a few ways we can smoke them out. You gonna let me use Willie Pete yet, boss? There's a very reconnaissance on ground looking to settle some stoneware. Tear gas shells are forced into the open, permitting protection by aerial reconnaissance on decisions to be confirmed further in detail. Note: invisibility to reconnaissance does not confer immunity to artillery fire. Okay. Iron nest. 3 spotters. Okay. Let's get ourselves some tear gas. What I'll do is I'll load tear gas in the left, and I will load high capacity, high explosives. The right magazine. And if that works, which it should do, well, I'll test by firing one. I am at S710. I will test this plan by firing a volley like that right into the middle, firing tear gas right into the middle of G6. So right about here I'll fire the tear gas. So I'll do 11.42 clicked, and 265.9, which will take, I'll stick 4 loads in. 34.26, and that's on the left barrel. Right, I will One, two, three, four power charges. More music. You know what? Okay. F6 even heading 90 degrees. Rolling these together. Move forward up to 35. 34 points to 6. And just confirm F6 30 degrees for aerial recon. Let's confirm our gear gas load. Fire. Well, we'll get aerial recon once it lands naturally anyway. So I'll just fish down ever so slightly. In fact, let's do the map on this. I'm curious. I just want to be 34.05. I didn't adjust it down. Actually, I think I've accidentally adjusted it up even. 34.05. 265.6. .2 33.6. I'm glad they've finally given me the order to start deploying chemical weapons on the rebels. I'm gonna need more HE. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Spot a 1. Oh, 7. 7, 8. Spot a 2. Oh, 6, 8. 7. Spot a 3. Oh, 7, 5, 8. Minus 7.81 kilometers from spot 2. So that's enemy field command. Enemy assembly area is 13.93 kilometers from spot 2. Wind east, going 277 for spot 3. So it's right there. I might as well get the using that sorted now. And start loading up my next tear gas now. That is 33.6. Port supervised. Yeah, I'll look at the 5, why not? 41.11. Well, I'm out of charges. That's fine, I can push fine. Seven, 8, point 2, bang on, right. You want to put the model towards 45 on the move? Right, firing tear gas. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I'm spot on. Now it might be a case where I need to hit both these targets with AP, I think. Because they both look to be pretty well entrenched. Yeah, it's pretty damn intense. That's fair. I'll just hit him very base. Basically, as soon as the left valve in position, I'll fire it, then I'll recalculate for the load on the right. Which is gonna be the hit. This right here. 11.11. 11.11 and bearing 266.2. We will calculate that. Left gun 41.11 check, 27.2 check, firing, impact in 20 seconds, moving to secondary target. .266. Confirm. 26.66. Confirm. Firing. Impact in 15. Assembly area destroyed. Enemy field command destroyed. All three positions are destroyed. Signalation field command assembly area. Signal received, advancing in the city. I'm not going to bother with those additional enemies. I'm sure our boys in the infantry have that handled. Cadiz returns to the crown. Cadiz has returned to the crown after its garrison, having gone to ground rather than face the repercussions of their actions, was located and destroyed before nightfall. The general overseeing the operation called it the cleanest work his army has done all year. Ooh. With foreign support for the anti-monarchists now visibly thinning, officials describe morale within the crown's ranks as the highest it has been since the war began. We went to ground because we had nowhere left to stand. The general added, we did not need to hunt them, we only needed to be patient and let the war do what it has always done to men, women and children without cause. Foreign masters abandoned their puppet. France has ceased all support for the anti-monarchists, a decision the herald attributes not to cowardice, exhaustion, or the small matter of a hostile fleet at its doorstep, but to a long overdue attack of conscience. The anti-monarchists, for their part, have reportedly continued writing letters to Paris. Paris, for its part, has reportedly stopped opening them. Officials and mind readers that a puppet abandoned mid-performance is not a tragedy, it is simply the curtain falling on a play that was never very good to begin with. France and Britain is apparently having a falling out though. Right, we're sending France into a war against Britain. Which, bit early. Ooh. Sevilla is the largest city holding out against Castille in the south, and our forces are moving to take it. INS stands ready to support every call for fire the advance requires. This is going to be interesting. I imagine we're looking at a lot of requests for smoke to provide cover, a lot of requests for tear gas to smoke enemies out, and maybe even a couple of requests for low explosive yields getting dropped right onto our enemies. Castille can stay down here. I don't want them to get in the way if I need to do like urgent fire support operations. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, buddy, that's not very cool. Dear Iron Nest, we walked through a little village today. Nobody's there anymore. There's bread still on one of the tables. I don't know if someone would leave bread behind. I tried to find you like I always do. I couldn't. I hope you were back soon. Tomas. P.S. I drew this for you. That's going up on the fridge. That's lovely. Okay. That's where the Iron Nest is. Smoke. And low explosives is probably going to be the go-to for this. And smoke. One on the right. And I should probably grab an AP just in case I take counter battery fire and I need to engage them. Or in case we've got someone. We are at R5. Nine. 4. Okay. How much do we have as far as power charges go? 10 power charges. 10's not going to be anywhere near enough. They're crying out loud. 90 seems more like it. Let's call in a scout plane. We'll call one in from D3, D5, D7, D9, go on. D3, bearing 90 degrees. Now I'm going to pre-calculate my sort of opening salvo here, which is going to be to drop these two as soon as I can. So 5 2 kilometers. I'll be loading 2 powder charges for that, and it's 2, 5, 3.3. That's going to be our first low explosive salvo. Our second is going to be 5.1 kilometers at bearing 249.4, which is going to be right, 253.3 at 31.32. Now, right. Explosive shell. Pure shell. Mech infantry number 9. Mechanized infantry number 9 is valid. Mechanized is mechanized little oval. Oh, L522. And it's bearing 129. Distance. They want us to strike that, that's fine. Tear shell on the right, a high explosive on the left. Tear shell. Firing. Explosive ready to fire as soon as that tear shell impacts. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact. 1.8. High explosive, firing. Next has infantry 5 and 5 in that area. Hell yeah. And new fire mission. Explosive shell. Right, let's do our calculation then. 1.8 kilometers bearing just okay. K6 0 0. So it's you requesting it. Bearing 269. Distance 1.8. So on then. That's fine. We are here. Firing for there. 9.68 kilometers. .684. Calculating 29.04 at bearing. Not that much higher, honestly. Here, AG, send it. 273.4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, send it. Your EP, that's fair. You have just beat a difficult fight, to be fair. I'd be tired too. Well, I am tired actually, so 29.04. Confirm. Firing. Right. Impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. Kill confirmed. Spotter 3 continuing advance. And right after cycling uphill, damn. Spotter 3 fighters in the way completed their mission. Destroyed enemy infantry number 13. Detecting smoke shell on their position at K429 before 10:23. K429, so we want it right there. 7.71. Right, round trended. Proud of me, I can cycle at 60 now. Hell yeah. 266.1. Got that confirmed, bearing confirmed. Elevation 23.13. Confirm. Arming right gun. Firing. Impact in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. Fire mission success. Number 3, they did their job, they destroyed field gun number 3. Hell yeah. Looks like a new request. Aim for number 6-1 smoke shell. M427. .72 kilometers. Check. So we're looking at loading up the shell. Two, 6, 2.9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Load it. Elevation. .16. Arming right gun. Elevation confirmed gun arm. Firing. Impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. Fire mission confirmed successful. Enemy destroyed. Good job, infantry 6. HE shell. About 8:28, so I've got 8 minutes to do it. That's fine. They are at H8 to 8. They are actually outside my aerial reconnaissance area, but at bearing 174 and distance 0.76. Ah. Okay, I see everyone want me to drop out HG, and I am happy to oblige. Plane flying from, I'm going to start it from P9. P9. Bearing 90 degrees. .87. Friendly and 17. Yeah, that is exactly where we wanted me to strike. Got it. 32.61. And it is 283.7. Arming. Firing. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, impact. Oh, good effect on target right fucking there. Infantry continuing with advance. I destroyed a hell of a lot more of an enemy number 1 there, buddy. 4 birds with 1 stone. Third enemy token number 6. All of those kill markers are lovely to see. High command to Iron Nest. The city falls. Andalusia is out in full. One front closes the south and the straight beyond is secured. I'm going to completely stand down. I'm not going to continue fire support. I trust our infantry to handle it. I am instead going to go to sleep. Hello, Hester. Oh, well, I've not tried shooting you yet. What happens if I shoot you? Okay, you get scared and like them. Cool. Awesome. War! Germany marches west. Yeah. The German Empire has invaded France on 2 grounds. But France was mobilising. In fact, Kaiser Wilhelm considered self-evident since the nation not mobilising would presumably say so. And that Alsace-Lorraine remains, by his own calendar, overdue for return. Officials further note that France, being fully occupied with Britain at the time, was in no position to mobilise against Germany at all. A detail the Kaiser insists is entirely beside the point. The General calls this the mark of a truly modern military, one capable of citing 2 reasons for war and requiring neither to be true. France, invaded and entirely alone, has received no formal support from Britain, its ally of record for over 2 decades, and, as of this printing, its ally in name only. The First Sea Lord, still refusing every order to stand down for Grand Fleet, has left Parliament with no ship to send, no vote to hold, and increasingly, no idea what to do with itself. The German Empire, for its part, has expressed great sympathy for France's predicament. Sympathy Berlin has taken care not to let it interfere with the invasion itself. The First Sea Lord has ordered the Grand Fleet to war stations along the Channel, a command Parliament has neither approved nor, as of this printing, managed to reverse. France has responded by recalling ships, men and materials from abroad to defend its own coastline. The First Sea Lord has offered no comment beyond a single line, repeated to every reporter who has asked. My son does not require Parliament's permission to be avenged. Oh shit. Scientists unveil mechanical bull for safe festivals. New steam-driven bull designed to modernise traditional festivities debuted in Salamanca to roaring applause and immediate evacuation. Officials call the incident a resounding success and kinetic enthusiasm. The project will continue pending repairs to both Bull and Plaza. Hell yeah. We are at war. Well, France is at war. Ooh, campaign's taking us over to the east now. I'm shocked we're not going closer to the border with France. Pacifist Rebel has 4 phases and Genocide Rebel only has 2. I did not know. God, I need to fucking play more shit. Wow. Look out for ships on the horizon at first light. Closing of a beach iron nest and a minimal infantry contingent must hold for landing until reinforcements arrive. Holy shit, someone's invading Spain. Stormfront reports the horizon crowded with pools. What was believed to be routine fleet movements is as a first light confirmed with naval landing in force. Reinforcements arrive at 7:14. Okay, we've got a while to hold out. First contact expected in 2 minutes. We don't have much. HCHE. Target priority is mine to set. Hell yeah. Scout plane. Let's see what this coastline fucking looks like here. Iron Nest is L 1 8 7. I want to point the gun straight toward the coast. First contact within the next minute. We're gonna run recon flights A6 or A5, A8. Not A5, A7, A9. At bearing 90 degrees. A5, A7, A9, and go forward to be G9, G7. I don't have enough for any more. But target priority is mine to set. I don't see any enemy ships at the minute. 659. Come on. Tell you what I'll do for intel actually. No an opposition report. Port observer. And I'll look for a spot right along the coast. Let's go H5. Hey. Oh, tracking information coming in. Right. So after 1 minute 40 seconds, so 59:40, we're looking for 1 minute 40, so that would be 7:01:20, wouldn't it? Yeah, 7:01:20. That will be travelling 1 kilometre from L187. Wait, no. It's spotted at C1079. C1079. It is heading 180 degrees, so it's heading straight down. It'll have moved 1 kilometre. So it'll be right there. Let's get that sighted in real quick. And up some HEHE on it. Now we're looking for 12.21. Yeah, sure. At this sort of range, it's not going to make too much difference. 29.3. Close enough. 29.3. I don't want to overshoot too much, but I don't mind undershooting a little bit. We'll put fucking 6 charges on it. Okay. 22.54. That's close enough. We'll get 10.88 then. Only 1.76. Real free, exactly. I'm hoping that will reach there soon. It's been about 5 minutes or 3 kilometers. Yeah, that seems fair. Hell yeah, one down. Only craft number 2. At J 10 5 9. Let's say it has been travelling for 5 minutes. It would have travelled 3 kilometres. Place here, right there, and it'll get there at exactly 7:08. .58 at target bearing 59.7. .16, and I want to fire it around about 10 seconds plus 7:08. Well, closer to 9 seconds before, whatever. I'm not going to be perfect timing anyway. Firing now. Right, landing craft 3. A1039, travelling 3 kilometers in. I need to replace it right there. .04. 26.08. That's fine. And arming, firing. That better hit. Because I'm not firing another one for that one. Landing craft fucking 6. Nope, landing craft 5. Out of charges. Right. HCHE. Forward. Forward. At 10.16 kilometers and 1 kilometer. Bugger. Point 3. It's 708, so we'll fire like 7. 2 out left. Things right and left. It'll take 15 seconds to get there, so we want to fire at 45. Maybe a bit before. Right, go see some info. Handicraft 7. 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. That was quite too recently, just to bother with. Landing craft 5, no. Landing craft 6, yes. We'll have some of them on our beach soon, like. Okay. No, right, well. Landing craft 6 is... Landing craft 5 is third, landing craft 6 is still en route. So we're gonna have time, we're not gonna have time, we might barely have time even. No, we've dealt with 5, we've dealt with 9, haven't we? Have we? Yeah! Hold on, I'm getting fucking lost. Oh, God damn it. I might be better off just preparing for a beach landing. Infantry doesn't move as fast. How long till reinforcements? Relief should be here, right? 7:14. Where's our fucking reinforcements? Command, where's our relief? Bugger, right. Big shed, try to turn, scatter elements remain within range. Only if complete, you may stand down, optional, continue to fire squad against remaining elements. Okay. Relief has arrived. The Iron Nest can stand down, and it's one crewman can stand down. Phantom Fleet meets Fortress. A fleet bearing no flag, no marking, and no insignia of any kind appeared off Castille coast at dawn and attempted a landing in force. By dusk, the Phantom Fleet had been returned to the sea in considerably worse condition when it arrived. A fleet military credits entirely to the Iron Nest, which held the line unaided and, by all official accounts, unbothered. The military scout size of the invading force is substantial, a word officials insist should not be mistaken for alarming. The defensive line held from the first light of dawn until relief arrived. The span of the men who stood it have taken to calling with some understatement a long morning. Reinforcements arriving at midday reported finding the line intact, the beach cleared, and the defenders in what witnesses describe as remarkably good spirits, all things considered. The ministry notes that a wall is only tested by what tries to come through it, and considers the wall, on this occasion, thoroughly vindicated. That's bullshit. Reinforcements arrived at 7:15. That's not a long morning at all. I'm not even awake most days by then. Blind fire. Anti-aircraft batteries over Chile at night on reconnaissance, holding the advance on Valencia at a standstill. Glory to Castille. Reference point Bravo, A battery number 2, A battery number 1, reference point Alpha. Plane name has been available on some batteries. Okay, no recon gyros deployed, shell impact and scout plane imagery is unavailable, but we do have artillery forward observers. Impact corrections will be reported via the Smithfield teleprinter. I am actually quite happy that I won't require that. Right, let's begin. D 3 6 2 Spotter 1 F 9 2 3 Spotter number 2 F 4 1 6 Spotter number 3 Q 1 6 4. Okay, so bearing. So we know where our observation assets are. We know where we are. Alpha, spot number 1, bearing 1:15. Distance 4.93 kilometers from spotter 2. Reference point Alpha is here. Where is reference point Bravo? Well, we've got to identify a battery number 1 first. So, spot number 3, bearing 01 6 and bearing 104 from Alpha. Which puts a battery number 1 right here. A battery number 2 bearing 193, so that'll be like down here, won't it? 193. Alpha. Distance 4.47 kilometers from spot 1. There's only going to be 1 point that intercepts it there. Yes, there is. A battery number 2. Reference point Bravo, so we're looking at the battery 1, bearing 2, 7-6. Distance 8.58 kilometers from spot number 2. So that is reference point Bravo. I am aware my spotters are off to a certain extent, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So bearing 340 from spotter 3. And from Bravo, it is bearing 014. Which is air battery 3 here. And air battery 4 is bearing 105 from battery 2. Bearing 105 from battery 2. And distance 3.12 kilometers from battery 3. So we actually have bearing 105 from battery 2, distance 3.12 kilometers from battery 3. So we actually have 2 possible locations for battery. I'll take these 2 in case I miss with one. I'm gonna need, let's call it 5 power charges. So I'm gonna need 30 power charges. So that'll be fine. I had a nightmare last night. I heard your footsteps, but they didn't bring me comfort. They sounded wrong. There were too many of them. I woke up covered in sweat. I hope you're alright. God damn, Thomas. That's fucking spooky, buddy. So that's where all the air batteries are. Fuck it, I have enough powder. Let's do 6 charges first off. Guarantee we won't have to barrel more than like, I don't know, an inch or 2. Danger distances. 2. 4. 1 4 oh no 3 4 2 oh, I guess 4 Bravo and 1 right, so 6 charges. .55 kilometers at bearing 55. So that's fire mission 1. Then we want one at bearing 65 with 11.61 kilometers. Fire mission 2. I can tick that one off, I can tick that one off. Then 11.59 kilometers at 80.1. That off. 81.3 at 14.29 kilometers. I can cross off that one. And then 69.2 at 8.6 kilometers. Right. Okay, we'll go 65.0 first. We'll put you up to higher. Put you up to higher. 17.2. We'll put you up to, if we're going for 65 to start with, 23. Point 2 2 65 degrees firing. Take that off. $69.2 $17.20 firing. Take that one off. That's that one complete. That is that one complete. Air battery destroyed, yes. Send it. Right. Ten at 55 degrees. Arming left. Firing. Right, let's see if that's confirmed. Hey. No? Oh. Hey, battery number 4 is not far off from there, actually. Bearing 256, 0.6. So, from the site of the impact. So. Right about here instead. Which I can actually plug into my ballistics calculator. And I'll be very happy. 11.19. 9. 80.4. 2.38. Okay, that's not bad. I don't mind having artillery sort of to tell me how much off I am by. Oh god, I miss having recon aircraft. And 28.5. 22.38, 80.4. Arming. Firing. 81.3, 28.58. Arming. Firing. Let's take that off, and let's take this one off. Let's see, fire target A, battery number 4 confirmed destroyed. Enemy around number 4 destroyed as well. But I do believe that it's all the A batteries. A battery number 3. Oh, impact site injury 7, A battery number 2. Oh, and let's copy all that down. I think I missed battery 2. Let's have a look at battery 2. I did. 215. And we're not going to be 5 kilometers away. This one off of where Alpha is. Oh, let's see. What did I base that off of? The position of that is battery number 2, based on Alpha, which is based off bearing distance from 2 spotters, and it's based off distance from a spotter as well. So if those spotters are off by 0.5% each, it adds up pretty quickly as well. 56.1. God, she is such a beaut. .4 6.1 arming firing. Here's ought to be more successful. Bang on! A battery number 2 destroyed. Primary objective complete. Hold on, what the fuck's going on? Friendly Island Infantry number 2 destroyed, ceasefire, ceasefire. Friendly Island Infantry. HCHE. Another HCHE on friendlies. I'm not fucking firing this. Someone's fucking firing on my guys, and they're thinking it's me. I'm not happy about that. The Entente reforged. The Premier of France has issued a formal apology written for the loss of HMS Rockingham, along with a list of concessions so extensive that the First Sea Lord has, for the first time in months, found nothing left to demand. The Entente, once fractured over a single cruiser, now stands united against a considerably larger problem. The war over the Alsace-Lorraine has now become a war over Europe. Valencia has fallen. 4 fortified positions destroyed using nothing but infantry reconnaissance. Give this operator a common washer held up by a spotter, General posted, and he will put a shell through the hole. The 1st Spotters Division has formally requested that should the stone station take place, the 3rd Spotters Division is the one holding it. The anti-monarchists chosen their final defence of Valencia are sheltered behind a wall of anti-aircraft batteries. The decision the Minister regards with open contempt. To fire at the sky rather than the ground directly, one officer remarked, is not defence, it is hiding dressed up in artillery. The Minister notes this marks the 3rd consecutive engagement in which the anti-monarchists have declined to fight fairly, and the 3rd in which it has not mattered in the slightest. Hell yes. Average skill contract 0.857149. Yeah, I wasn't really the most accurate. Flechette shell and propaganda leaflet shell unlocked. Okay. I imagine that's going to be relevant to the next mission, which will be Counterfactory 5-4, but never like this. Something out there is matching the Iron Nest shot for shot. That is going to have to wait until next time, unfortunately. We've hit the 3 hour mark. We've gone over the 3 hour mark even. And I do need to get going. I am enjoying it. Okay. I am enjoying the game a lot. Thank you all very much for watching. Let me move over to stream ending soon and see what I have ready to go in my Spotify for music to put us out to. You are gonna nap. I hope you enjoy your nap. Let's take a look here. This will probably do the trick. I'll see you whenever I'm next stream. Probably Wednesday, probably Delta. Goodbye.